No jive. 100% live. Break on through. There's my main John Adam. Here with us today, live. Come on now, come on in the house. Let's talk a little bit. Whoo. Getting hot out there, y'all. Hey, Dave. Nikki Shelton. Skiaz. Stephen. There's Marvin Haywood. Pat Lynch. The Captain. Captain Catastrophe. Angus. Michael Carpenter. My main Eric Burton from down in Wilmington Town. Kyle. Brad. The Beanie is with us today. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's old JC, the long-haired weirdo, the unimpeachable president for life. You know what, everybody? It's another day, another break on through where I just kind of come in and wing it. I'm winging it. I did get some questions from some of you, and I'm going to answer those today. You can ask questions on here, and if I can see it in time, I will answer it. I'm kind of liking the freeform format that I've been keeping. I don't know, it just seems to go off into an interesting direction, usually, I think. Bill Miskowitz. All right. Well, not last week, but the week before, I was talking about some much needed, much in demand, much desired live Antiseen shows. And I know there was one that got everybody's interest. Oh yeah. Antiseen Murder Junkies Busby Death Chair. Live, Greensboro, North Carolina. Ain't happening. Merle has canceled the entire Murder Junkies tour due to, I guess they're in search of a guitar player again. So, maybe that'll be one that gets picked up again in the fall. We'll see. But August 27th, we will return to Ground Zero, Spartanburg, South Carolina, with our special guest, Hembray and the Satan Sisters. Now, you know, when old JC and Zach Timbray's in the building at the same time, it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a wonderful show. It's going to be a show for the record books. It's going to be a show that you will never forget. Can you dig it? All you got to do is show up. Lay a little piece of lettuce there at the door. That's all you got to do. Simple. Oh, man. I got a wedding to go to that night. Who goes to a fucking wedding at night? August 28th. Charlotte, North Carolina. One of our favorite places to play our new home away from home. These boys that run this place have been Antiseen fans since the beginning. They grew up listening to Antiseen. They love Antiseen. And anytime we want to play there, all we got to say is, can we play there? And we're in. August 28th, we're at the Tipsy Burro. And you know what? Getting into this show is even easier than the show the night before, because this one, all you got to do is show up and walk in. They never charge for these shows. But don't you worry, they take care of old JC and the boys. We ain't worried about that. You know, it says doors at 9 on the poster, but I'm telling you, they got great food there. Get there a little early. Order you up some damn dinner before we play. That's what we're going to be doing. Oh, yeah. No, my friend, it's easy to get plane tickets. All you do is call up the airport and go, hey, man, I want that ticket that goes from here to there. Oh, and here's my bank card information. You got to do that too. But it's easy. Man, I want to see every face in the play. It's 2 nights, 2 chances. You're probably saying, well, you know, I'll just go to 1 because they're probably going to do the same. Oh, no. When we play that close together, it's not the exact same set now. There'll be some surprises. Oh, yeah, surprises. Austin King, I know you're going to be there. You going to be at 1 or you going to be at 2? I mean, 1 is fun, but 2 is what you do. Maybe you're thinking, well, damn, Jeff Clayton, is that all y'all got? 2 shows in August? The hottest month in the South? Man, I know the Beanie is going to be at both shows. I mean, we probably wouldn't even play one if the Beanie says, I ain't coming to this one. We just go, well, guess that one's off. No orange Beanie. Man, I love some hibiscus tea. And I know I've turned a bunch of y'all on to it. It's good shit. Good for you. As long as you don't put a bunch of sugar in it. And I know not putting sugar in it goes against everything we've been taught being Southern kids. But, oh yeah, you need some tea. With a little vanilla, Greg. That's right. Boink. As weird as this is going to sound, my bags are coming out. Let me stick them back down in there, bud. All right. So, you're saying, are you just going to play 2 shows in August? No. Tentatively, there was one in September, which I have to get confirmation on that before I comment. But I'm going to tell you this one right here. We are going to be in Gastonia, North Carolina, October 22nd. With the Van Huskins. And the Queen City Rejects. The Queen City Rejects were formed, and they are led by a fellow named Johnny Dick. And this is going to be Johnny Dick's 50th birthday party weekend. So you know it's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be top to bottom, side to side. We like playing Freeman's Pub in Gastonia. I mean, the crowd's right here on you. But it makes for some real intense audience performer interaction is the word I'm looking for. Now that's all I have. We'll more than likely do what has become a traditional Christmas show at the Tipsy Burro. 2 times at the Tipsy Burro in 1 year. How can you beat that? But you see, we always do something special. You know, we never play the same. We play the same set night after night. But if we know there's going to be people, that there's a tendency for people from night number 1 to come to night number 2, even if it's a small number of people that might crisscross these 2 shows, we change it up a little bit. And we have decided that we are going to throw a few songs into the sets now that we will only do live. We're not going to record them. Not even for the live album. But playing live, that is something I'm going to talk about here in a minute. First, I'm going to make a few announcements. Tomorrow night, Tent Talks Tunes. Malcolm Tent Page, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's always interesting to hear what Malcolm has to say about the various bundle of records that he has gathered for each particular show. Most times I have to go back and watch later. But I do love to hear, you know what, man, I like to hear people talk about anything they're passionate about. It might not be anything I give a shit about. I like to hear people who have a passion for something talk about it. So I don't think you'll ever be disappointed. when Malcolm is in town in August, we are going to sit down and we're going to have it out. We're going to have a crash course on Zoom. Old JC is finally going to step into the 27th century or whatever. I'm going to learn Zoom. And then I'll get some guests on here. Yeah, well, Malcolm is very entertaining. You know, sometimes I just, when I want him to, I like what's called Malcolmisms. I'll say, hey, do something about the YouTube channel. Just give it your basic Malcolmism. Because he is the minister of propaganda. But, hell, there was another broadcast I was going to talk about today, and I cannot think of what it is. But you know, where I mentioned a group called the Van Huskins. One of the members of the Van Huskins does a podcast. It's been going for quite some time now. It's called Gabba Gabba Huh. And he did an interview with me. I don't remember what number I was, but you look up Gabba Gabba Huh on Spotify or anywhere, you see a good list of people, especially from North Carolina. Some of them you may not know. Some of them you do, though. He did a real good one with Mad Brother Ward recently, about 2-3 weeks ago. And the interview's good. Mad Brother Ward actually puts me over real well. But, and he tells the truth. You know, he tells the truth about some things. So that's good. It's not that I don't tell you the truth. That's just there's my version of things. And there's other people's versions of things. But let me do some more announcements here. Okay. My friend Janice Blythe, the original Ruby. She is having her first of 2 surgeries that she needs. This is the big one. This is the one that's been giving her the most trouble. It's her hip. She is getting that surgery on Thursday. So, you remember I told you about she's looking to, you know, do everything she can to sell pictures, get stuff, you know, signed for people, because she needs to save up some money to get that central air working in her place. She's got little tiny window units. But she wants to, you know, sell enough pictures to do it. Those of you who have done it, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. But if you're interested at all in, you know, any of that, the movies she's done, please go to her page, her fan page, which I am the admin of, and please buy one. And or if you have a copy of Hills Have Eyes that you'd like to have signed, or Eaten Alive, you know, some of her, 2 of her best, Incredible Melting Man. I mean, now, granted, Thursday, after the surgery, she's going to be laid up for a little bit. I mean, just a few days. I mean, it ain't going to be like 2 or 3 weeks or nothing. But, you know, just give her a little bit of time. See, Bill Miskowitz, a happy customer, says he's got his proudly displayed. Well, see, look, you see that back there? See that poster, Black Oak Conspiracy? I sent that to her. Got it signed as a big, I said, write a big Janice Blythe autograph right there, and you can see it. Well, maybe you can, I don't know. But that's just one example. But yeah, we're going to get her on here. She's going to be one of my guests one day. She says, I got to learn it, then I got to teach her. So, teaching me will be the biggest hurdle, I think. But yeah, she's got a buy 3, get 1 free deal, send your stuff in deal, and the pictures, you could use by one. There's like 7 or 8 to choose from. And I see Hembray and the Satan Sisters is watching right now. Hembray is going to be our special guest in Spartanburg. What do you say about that, Hembray? There's my old pal, Scott Burley. Happy belated birthday, Scott Burley. So, what else we got here? The t-shirts that I keep in stock. I have supplement sizes now. Lots of people were ordering or asking for extra large over the lockdown and all, and I'm just like, man, I don't have any. I don't have any. I got them now. I got medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X. I got them all. Get you one. Space Ape, Ruby, Possum. What else do you need, man? Everybody likes the silk screen overrun records, correct? Am I right in that? People like those? I'm sorry that only 15 of you could enjoy the last one, but there's another one coming. There's another one coming. Soon. You know what else is coming soon? The 2021 reissue of G.G. Allen and Antiseen Murder Junkies is coming soon. And well, let me tell you something else is coming soon. The very first release on Longhaired Weirdo Records. LWR dash 001 Scott Savage Memento Mori. It's coming. Mastering is done. Lacquers are being made. Next step, covers. I'll have Phil Keller on that ASAP. He don't know it yet, but it's happening. Can you dig it, Phil Keller? That Scott Savage record, that's 1978. Charlotte, North Carolina, psych rock. Very Doors influenced. From 1978. I tell you, you think, well, they probably sold a bunch of those around here. Man, that record's rare, I'm telling you. I mean, you find it around here occasionally. The last one I bought came from Paris. I bought from some guy in Paris, France. I believe I got more time to talk about that when it's here. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to explain everything about it. Of course, I'm going to give all you here on Break On Through a chance to get it in advance before it goes nationwide. My main man, Greg Crawford, answered on my post today. I said, what y'all want to hear about? You know what Greg says? He says, man, I always wonder, Jeff Clayton, do you think Antiseen is a live band or a record band? Now I know what he means by that. That's like, all right, if you want to say, I recently I said to someone about the Clash, I was like, look, listen to Give 'Em Enough Rope. If you don't like that, if you don't like that record, you don't like the Clash. And I know a bunch of you people say, "Hey, man, y'all are both. You know, you're both. You know, and you got." I guess if I were to hand someone up and say, "Look, man, this is what we're about right here," and it varied up and down as the years went by. The sound quality changed here and there. I think it's been pretty consistent the last 10 or 15 years, I think. But I would say, me personally, I would say that if you want to turn somebody on to us, that the best way for them to decide if they even want to venture into this any further is to see us live. That's my personal opinion. Because on record, we do a lot of things that we know damn well we're not going to even do live, and we're not going to try it live, you know. I mean, that may change, but sometimes we do things just for the record listening experience, for the album. You know, the album is the entire piece of work, and we do things just to enhance that. So, like, you know, Mad Brother Ward, Malcolm Tent, and myself, we're big fans of that free-form jazz type stuff. And we've done a little bit of that on these records. When we covered Hook by the Self-Made Monsters on Dying Breed, we stuck a free-form section in the middle of that. On Obstinate, we did a whole track called Atomic Clock. And we've done it in various other, like a long time ago, on Crack of Dawn, it has a part like that at the end. One day it's probably going to happen. We're going to do a whole album of that shit. So stay tuned or beware, whichever. I don't know what to say. But you don't have to worry about the next album. Next album is I don't know if it would be standard Antiseen, but it's a lot of songwriting from Mad Brother Ward on this one. A lot, a lot. We also have a song written by and pretty much just given to us by our good friend Jeff Williams of Stop Talking. And I'm real excited for everyone to hear that. Matter of fact, we decided the other day just to go ahead and give ourselves a date that we're going to record this damn album, because we've had all the time in the world, and when you give us all the time in the world and there's no deadline, man, just like anybody, we kind of get lazy. I mean, I don't think we were lazy during lockdown. I mean, we had 2 live broadcasts. We started these This, what you're watching right now, was a result of not being able to go out and play during that lockdown y'all put on the country. And so, but when we feel like we have all the time in the world, we get lazy and we just go, well, you know, sometimes we come to practice and we don't even play. We just talk about what we're going to do, which is important on itself. It's like a board meeting. We call Malcolm and get him on FaceTime and set him up there, and we have our band meeting. But I was in touch with Mark Rainey at TKO Records today, and he tells me that the GG Antiseen newest repress with the alternate cover, with the new window inner sleeve, and the Dumpster Juice vinyl record is shipping this week, because they ran out of boxes to ship, and that's why I didn't have it already. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order one, man, go ahead. Everyone that's pre-ordered one already, I already got your box made. The other stuff you ordered is already in there. And if you got 2 or so, I wrote the number on the box. I mean, I know everything's ready to go. So Greg, did that answer your question? I think in order to properly turn somebody on to Antiseen, you got to take them to a live show. That's what I believe. I mean, my main Will Tanner just asked if that was a picture of Cher or Jay Youngblood. It's Cher. But anyway. I mean, because, like, okay, like, say, for instance, you turn somebody on to Hell, the Covers album. That's not a very good representation of what we do live. I mean, because a lot of that stuff, like, the Curtis Mayfield cover, if there's Hell Below, and the Sun Ra cover of Space is the Place. I mean, we don't do those live. Well, we used to do Hell Below, but that was back when we had a keyboard player. But usually it just takes someone to come see us one time, and that's it. I mean, they can decide right now, I hate this shit, or, man, this is the shite for me. And I don't think our live sound has ever been accurately captured on record yet. I think it's still got to be done. Like, what do you guys think about that? I mean, it's the Mothra chainsaw guitar, my angelic, classically trained voice. But man, sometime when we're live and there's a damn good PA and most importantly a damn good sound man making that shit happen, sometimes I feel it from my back, coming out like this. I'm just like, ah. And nothing like it. Like someone said on here, it's just like getting hit by a fucking truck. I prefer a tank, but a truck will do. Well, I'm kind of starting to dwindle down on what I got to talk about. Anybody got any questions they want to ask real quick? I'll try to think of something to say in the meantime. Let's see. Well, no, the live experience, I don't consider it a knock. I mean, the Ramones, you got a good representation of the Ramones on record, but the record did not capture what it was like to see them live. And It's Alive, we came very, very, very damn close to representing that, I think. It just, from what the times I saw them, and I saw them a lot, and I think It's Alive came damn close, man. I guess, the whole thing, like, if you were explaining to someone what rock and roll was, what would you use an example? I always say, give them Kiss Alive and give them the Ramones It's Alive. There. Great examples of what rock and roll is. In my personal opinion. The Dinosaurs keeps asking how many of Scott's record is going to be pressed. 300. The first Longhaired Weirdo record will have 300 copies. Someone asked, man, I saw a question, but y'all know what happens. Every time I touch the damn phone, I fuck something up. So I'm not going to do that. That's what it is. That's the announcement I had. My main Punk Rick is starting his online show. And it starts this Friday. It's called, what's it called? Hammered? Is that what it's called? It's on Punk Rick Video's YouTube channel. Starts this Friday. I don't know if it's going to be weekly, monthly, or what, but first episode this Friday. Punk Rick's the one that played the 35-year anniversary show a couple weeks back that he filmed. He did the editing, everything. And, all right, yeah, I got it right. I didn't flake out on you. Okay. So y'all be sure to tune in. If you can't catch it live, you can go back and watch it later. But be sure to subscribe to old Punk Rick. Give him some comments, some encouragement. This Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Oh. Like I said, I saw a question, but I missed it. I can't read that small. I don't even have anything to show you today, but I know you guys are digging the different backgrounds, man. When I was here, there was something. Fuck it. I'm gonna try it, y'all. I may just like get us completely disconnected here. Any plans to do limited U.S. tour shows in Missouri? Well, Jim, I'm going to be straight up with you. No. For the rest of 2021, we're going to be sticking close to home. Why, you may ask? All right, I'm going to tell you. Some of us, when it didn't look like we were touring this year, used up a bunch, if not almost all, of our vacation time from work. Working class. So we got to wait until it starts over. And I'm gonna be flat out honest with you right now. We do not own a touring van any longer. So that's something else we got to figure out. Are we going to get another van? Are we going to rent a van? Well, if we rent, it's not going to be for a spot show here and there. If we rent, it's going to have to be, between 4 and 12 shows, man. It's the only way we can make that work. Now, I know people say, hey, come to Montana, come to South Dakota, man. But, sometimes the routing just does not allow for that, man. If we're playing this area here and you're way out this way, it's just nothing logical about going that far, spending all that money to get there. It costs money to get from town to town, okay? I know a lot of people don't believe that, and they think when you ask for X amount of dollars to do a show, yo, you're a rock star, you sold out. Prices go up everywhere. Gas prices going up. Food prices going up. So guess what has to happen when the price of everything goes up? To make it work, you have to ask for more. And that's when you get the berating from promoters, from people. Hey, I want to do an Antiseen show, man. What can I get you guys for? And we don't give you these numbers so they say, so we can wallow in cash when we're done. It's what it costs nowadays, man. It ain't 1984 no more. So that's the thing, man. we've got to weigh it out to where it makes sense and where we don't go in the hole. You know, oh, believe me, man, I wish we could play every state, every town, but man, we just, let's see, there's some more stuff going on. Let me see if I can do it without disconnecting us all. Yeah, you're right, Rick. You know, people don't ask you to pay $60 to get in to shows of bands of our ilk, and they try to keep it low. But man, you know, some people gripe about paying $20 to get into a show, and man, you listen. The $5 show day for a traveling band, that's over. It ain't happening. I know people got fond memories. Oh man, I used to pay $5 and see, you know, the Circle Jerks and Fang, and yeah, that was then. This is now. And man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, we've had people invite us to stay at their homes, man. You know, old JC here, he's close to 60 years old now, man. I ain't laying on no fucking floor. Rockstar? Nope. Bad back, bad knees. No, my back ain't that bad, but it's bad if I gotta sleep on a fucking floor. I'll tell you that right now. We don't go on the road to party, man. We don't even rock and roll all night. Man, we rock and roll for about 40 minutes. And we sure as hell don't party every day. We sleep most of the day. You know, speaking of these shows coming up, the thing about when you start listing shows, you know, we got these two, we got this one coming up, we got this. You find out how many big fans you got when you start listing those shows there, Hoss. Hey, Jim Clayton, big Antiseen fan, big. Think maybe we could open that show that's like across the street from my house? No, it's across the street from the house, and you're a big fan. You're going to be there anyway, right? But when your band doesn't get the opening slot, you can't cross the street to go to the show. Funny how that works. I mean, you know, the thing about it is, you gotta. I'm not a fan of stacking the bill. I never have been. I've said that a ton on here. Some people just it don't go in though. You know, they'll see, okay, Antiseen, band 1, band 2. Hey man, mind if we get on that bill? Yeah, I'm on. Because now you're turning it into a fest, and I do not like fest, can you dig it, unless it's set up as a fest. Cramming as many bands as you can on a fucking club show, I don't like it. I don't dig it. I ain't gonna do it anymore. I ain't going on at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning anymore. I ain't doing it. And I'm telling you, if we get into one of those situations where, oh, we need you to go to, I just got, no. And if you don't think that I will say, pack it up. Yeah, I'm one of them kind of dudes that will chop off my nose to spite my face. Yes. Especially if we start getting given the runaround. Pack it up. Pack it up. That's the sign. Pack it up. Once in New Orleans, we were set up, playing. Opening bands were playing. My voice was gone. I was talking like Joe Biden. Hey. Got the guys in the van. I was like, we'd already sold some merch, man. You know what? You know what sign we gave? Knowing damn well, now you don't play, you don't get paid, man. The promoter, you know how people say, oh yeah, I'm a big fan. Well, the promoter was a big fan. He liked us as people and as a band. He gave us part of our money anyway for making the trip. So that we didn't, so it wasn't a complete wash. You know where that fucked up voice comes from? Not enough sleep. If you're a singer and you can't get decent sleep, you're fucked. That's just it. I gotta have. Now, man, I don't sleep 8 hours, none ever. But I need at least a good 4 or 5 solid. And then I just gotta be quiet most of the day. That's why I explained before a show, man, I don't like to talk. You know, and then many people might think, oh, he's being standoffish, man. He's being, rock and rolls. Man, it's just I don't want to yell over a band. I want to yell over my band. Lack of monitors will do it too. I mean, like if I've gotten better about lack of monitors, you know, just use the inner ear and just you gotta, at that point you have to assume that when you're doing something in the microphone, the people in front of the cabinets can hear it. Whether you or your band members can or not. Yeah, Rick, I remember that show. Yeah, my voice was fucked. But sometimes, you know, see, man, I always considered I had this thing called the third show curse, because it always seemed to be show number 3. And it always fell on a real important show, you know, and man, I'd stress myself out about my voice. And I mean, I probably caused it to happen times just fretting about it, you know. But since then, I've learned to do things that that strengthen my voice and warm my voice up, and you know, keep it in shape to do a long stretch, man. I do like having a day or two off. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't see how I Hate God does what they do. God almighty, man, they play 30 shows in a row. And I'm telling you right now, my voice couldn't take it. If I get one day off, man, and usually like toward the beginning of any tour, one day, just one day, where we're not traveling far, and I get to sleep, and then I can spend the day drinking water, drinking some good old tea, some hot drinks, stuff like that. I'm good. I mean, the rest of the tour, I'll be fine. I mean, toward the end, it might sound like a damn cement mixer, but I can pull through any show. I usually just need one day off. Well, if I didn't see your questions, I'm sorry. I'll try when I go back and give it a re-listen later. I'll try to answer you on your post here. But how about y'all do me a favor? Go to our YouTube page and give it a damn subscribe. Official Antiseen or Antiseen Official. I don't know what it is. Ask Malcolm 10. He'll tell you. He moderates the whole damn thing. Go to it. Subscribe, man. I want to get a bunch of subscribers. I want to get a bunch of damn people on it. We're not pushing it enough, I don't think. I'm pushing it now, so please do it. Be sure to check Malcolm Tent tomorrow night. Hey, there's Sweet Georgia Brown with us now, showing up here at the very end. You know, Sweet Georgia Brown's doing some mix work for Antiseen. Oh yeah, I wouldn't lie to you about that. Yeah, you're gonna hear stuff. But Janice, go to our store and buy something. Hell, man, if you don't even want to buy that, just go to the page and send her a little get well on one of the posts. There's one on there now that came from her private page. I put it on the fan page. So go in there and wish her a get well for her surgery on Thursday. Punk Rick, Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Punk Rick Hammered. Pretty soon, Malcolm Tent will start back with the shoot interviews. Who knows? While he's here in August, he might do one with old JC. What do you think? By the time Malcolm comes down, Break On Through Studios will be pretty damn close to completed. So, guys, I'll keep you posted on what's going on with Antiseen. Things related to us. anything you want me to talk about, please write me. I know some of you are saying, what the goddamn Joe Clayton, I wrote you 5 weeks ago and you ain't even touched on what I wanted to hear you talk about. But you know what? I have to go back and review this stuff. I made a list. But this place, like I told you, it looks like a bomb hit it. I don't know where the list is. I don't even know where that fucking desk is, okay? So, it'll happen. Send me questions. I write them down. We'll talk about anything you want to talk about. It's Tuesday. It's July. It's hot. Do what you got to do. But just remember, there's going to come a time when we're all going to have to break on through.